Hey everyone, Marcus coming here. It's been a while since the last video, but today we need to talk about something important. This isn't your usual gameplay content. This issue is serious, affecting competitive Art of War 3 lobbies, and it needs to be addressed. And it all comes down to one question. What even is a pro player? When you hear pro player or top player, you probably think of medalists or Star League players, names that are high in leaderboards. Leaderboard, leaderboard, literal, literal, board, leaderboards. But here's the thing, being one doesn't automatically make you a pro player or even a respected player. And most of us know there are players in lower ranks with some of the cleanest, most impressive gameplays you will ever see. On the flip side, there are medalists getting stomped by average players in casual lobbies. So clearly the current system doesn't reflect the actual skill. Now, let's talk about a recent Art of War 3 clan lobby. To be clear, the execution of event was solid, it was good. Thank you, Gear Games. But the matches themselves, not so much.
It should be bombing here. Why are we bombing these buildings? Solaris with the shield support, with the shield support, these entire clump of units, they somehow found the exact hole where there was nothing here.
The skill level was so underwhelming that the players watching it were frustrated. Like, if I were them in the game, I would have easily won that, or I wouldn't make that mistake. To be honest, it was a mess. We saw bombers missing every single run. All of you saw the last final battle in the clan tournament. It was horrible. Bombers were missing every single bombing run. Well, we got players so sharp and good that they would flex by bombing backwards. I know many of you have seen the clips that bombers would literally run past your army and come back and bomb you from behind. That's how good those players' timing were. Or we saw Solaris blindly going inside the fog instead of force firing or being properly kited. And it's just a mistake that only newer players make. No good player does that. Or in the last battle, you could see Solaris going in and there was no shield supporting it. While there were shields in the battle, but the shields were sitting near the HQ, doing nothing. And then there were the vertexes, moving in a sloppy chain formations. The front jet would dive too deep and get shredded by anti-air, while the ones in the back would turn away before even firing a shot. Most experienced players know that you don't send fighters straight into a target line like that. Instead, you first send them flying in a direction roughly 90 degrees off, then redirect them towards the actual target once they are lined up. It's a simple tactic, but it changes everything. I even covered this in my fighter guide. By the way, if you are into that kind of detailed, particular info, I will be turning my text guides into full videos soon. So if you don't wanna miss them, make sure to hit subscribe. These are rookie mistakes, things that would get you a noob spotted, call out in public matches, or everyone would instantly know you're not a good player. Now, no offense to the players who participated. Seriously, you were playing for your clan or for the tournament prize. And on the other side, you weren't supposed to be the best players in the world. There is no claim to that. Also, it wasn't Art of War's fault. It's a systematic problem, a misinformation and lack of knowledge on what actually is a good player, not someone who is only high in rank or is in a star league only. It doesn't cut it. So, how does someone with major macro and micro flaws get into a top tournament, while flawless players, the kind that makes you surrender out of pure respect, never even get invited to such tournaments? Because we still don't have a proper answer to what makes a good player. How do you fix this problem? Let's break this problem down first. Who is a good player? How do we know it? Is it the win rate? Is it the number of medals the player has? Or is it the rank or the league the player is playing on? The answer is none of them by themselves, and yet all of them together, collectively. Let me explain myself. Win rate can be a decent indicator, but only if it's earned on a fairly upgraded accounts. Currently we have players who have maxed out accounts and extremely high skill ranks, and they fight against players who barely have any upgrades on their account, so they easily win that battle and get a higher win rate, as if the normal win rate for casual good players is around 80%. It's a very high win rate, and yet it's the normal win rate. But what about medals? Sure, they're impressive, but flawed. You need to win 90 out of 20 games in a row. This is the least requirement to get a 4th place medal, and one unlucky matchmaking in middle of the tournament can ruin this run. Plus, good matchmaking luck can carry some players further than they should go. Imagine getting all 90 players who are weaker than you or just played the tournament for having fun and not actually winning the game. You could easily get a free medal. So it's purely based on luck about who you get matched against. So what about rank? The main indicator currently Art of War 3 is using to pick his players for the tournaments and lobbies on the clan tournament event or even in Iconia's current streams.
Me. I want to see a bunch of messages come in here. If you want to play, we'd like to see some higher ranks, higher win rates. Let's see some absolute beefcakes duke it out.
The best players are rank 22 to 26 players, the Star League players. And yet, this indicator is the worst indicator possible to use. All you need to do to get to this rank is to just spam games. You just need enough stars to get there. You do not need any skill to reach that rank. All you need is to spam games until you stack up stars on stars, so you eventually rank up. And one of the most known tactics to get to Star League is a rank 26 player might get to the Star League by grinding AI skirmish battles. Objectively, the lowest skill mode in the entire game. And the other problem is also the community often assumes a Star League equals pro. And yes, playing a lot can polish your mechanics over time, but there's a big difference between just getting used to game and actively improving. Some players purposefully avoid a Star League, others reset or make new accounts to escape bad matchmaking and overly fast-paced gameplay in Star League. You would be surprised how many skilled players fly under the radar because of this. And this is an interesting issue. Personally, I do not have any accounts in Star League, but I have over 7 accounts scattered between Steel to Diamond League. And I am a player who played from the early days of Art of War 3. I remember the days that scouting mode wasn't a thing, or defensive buildings took only one cell. I know every single mechanic, every single timing in the game, and yet, in the chat when I say I'm not an Star League player, they instantly think I'm a noob, or I don't know how the game works. And yet, the Star League players are not good players, actually. Sure, some of them might be good players, but being a Star League player doesn't automatically make you a good player, because there is no requirement for anything skill based. All you need is enough stars to get to Star League. So, after all of this, who are the good players? Who are the pro players? Players with high win rates on moderately upgraded accounts. Players who earned medals under bad conditions, especially if they won against maxed out accounts without relying on upgrades. And lastly, and most importantly, players who can play clean, consistent matches regardless of their ranks. Pro players exist in rank 10, 13, 16, 19, Star League, and everywhere in between. If you really want to evaluate someone, look at their account, age, game history, and mechanical consistency. And lastly, gear games. If you're watching this for the sake of competitive quality, please consider a skill test or even short gameplay clips before recruiting someone for high quality games. As we all know, Gear Games just announced a second clan tournament coming up in the next days. I genuinely hope they take notes of everything we have covered here today, not just for fairness, but for the quality of competitive play that this game truly deserves. Thanks for watching. Rock is coming out.